Good morning friends, and welcome to the pre-market review after a long weekend. Friends, actually we haven't really missed much from the global markets because there has not been any major action or movement in most of the markets. Asian markets also yesterday were pretty flat, and even US markets were also flat. European markets were slightly down as people are not really expecting any major stimulus or any possible action from the European authorities. But now that the holiday season there is over, there are expectations that over the next few days you might really see some policy action for the Eurozone, which could cause some kind of a movement in the markets. But otherwise most of the markets have been pretty dull. When we look at the flows, friends, the FIs have been net buyers in the cash market to the tune of 134 crore. And even the domestic mutual funds were buyers to the tune of 80 crore. Crude continues to remain at elevated levels of 114, and which definitely is a matter of concern. So we'll have to watch how it plays out over the next few days. On that note, I would invite Shaival to take us through the F&O cues and the possible ideas that we can have in the derivative segment.
Good morning friends. Despite of unwinding of long positions in Friday's session above 5,400 levels, we have seen that the FIs were net buyer of around more than 860 crores, and also what we have seen is that the implied volatility has remained almost flattish to positive, which is indicating that yes, the market would remain uncertain in coming days. But as we are trading above the weekly VWAP of 5,300, our bias for the market is positive, and we recommend to buy on dips. Now focusing on the strikes perspective front, what we have seen is that 5,300 put option stands with the highest number of shares in the open interest, whereas if we have a look, 5,400 and 5,500 call option has witnessed a good activity in open interest. So what we feel is that on the higher side, 5,400 on closing basis remains a crucial level to watch on. If markets are able to surpass the mark of 5,400, then probably 5,450, 5,500 would be the next target that we can see in the Nifty. From intraday perspective, what we recommend to buy is Biocon with support of 245 rupees 40 paisa, and from positional basis we recommend to buy HCL Technology 560 call option with stop loss of 5 rupees and target of 15 and 19 rupees. Also Reliance, one can buy Reliance Capital call option of strike 360 rupees with stop loss of 2 rupees and target of 30, 10 and 13.
Friends, in other development, Apple in US has become the world's most valuable company, and now it has a market cap of about $624 billion, which is the highest that one has ever seen in the world market space, and it has actually overtaken the Microsoft, which had a similar kind of market cap at that time during the tech bubble. So this is something very, very important. And in terms of the domestic news, friends, the market continues to remain a little dull for the past few days, but the positive thing is that it has remained around 5400 zone, and 5420 has proved to be a very important and critical resistance to cross. So we believe that if the market crosses, then there is going to be a case for an upside of probably 100 to 150 points. But at the moment, I think we should wait for a confirmation of that crossover before we take the plunge. Despite the negative news flow on the crude front and the fact that the monsoon has been pretty bad, there has not been a major negative reaction. Also, there are reports in the markets that in this present session, the government is going to give a final effort to push some of the reforms, particularly diesel price hike and FDI in the multi-brand retail to the tune of 49% and so on and so forth. But looking at the track record of the government, the market would definitely be more watchful and see the action before it really responds to any of those expectations. In terms of company specific news, first of all, friends, Wockhardt Limited has got the approval for the launch of the Parkinson's drug treatment, and they would have an exclusivity of about 180 days starting from September 30th. This is definitely a positive news for Wockhardt, and we believe that it could give about 3 to 4% up move in the stock in a couple of days trading sessions. Friends, in case of Bharti, they are looking at raising about 4,500 crore by listing the tower company by December end. We've seen Bharti correcting quite a bit in the past few trading sessions. It's hovering around 260 level, which is an important weekly level for Bharti. So there could be about 10 to 12 rupees kind of an upside one can play with a stop loss of about 4 to 5 rupees. In case of Billcare, which is a mid-cap pharma company, there are reports that it will sell its global clinical supplies business in US and UK for almost $61 million, which works out to about 340 crore, and currently Billcare itself is quoting at a similar market cap. So this could be a big trigger for the company, and it could provide a trading opportunity on the way up. Lastly friends, JFE Steel has signed an agreement with its strategic partner JSW Steel to provide technology for the production of automotive steel in India. So this could have some positive effect for JSW Steel. That's it from all of us friends on the news front. Have a nice trading session. See you tomorrow at the same time.